Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Cologne podcast.
I'm Mike.
I'm Ryan.
We're two best friends. We're going on a fragrantical adventure through the world of fragrances, smelling vintage Tom Fords, and giving you uneducated opinions.
Today, sent to us by Jonathan. Do we bleep his name usually? Is he the Jonathan Bleep?
He's the Bleepy.
Okay, this is the Mr. Bleepy himself. Jonathan Bleep has sent us many a decants, along with some other friends of the podcast. We just made a deal behind closed doors here.
You made a deal,
yeah,
and you brought me in as collateral.
Yeah. He's like, I found your dad's, well, not my dad's actual fragrance, but the scent he wore. I found this vintage bottle. I got it for super cheap. Guy didn't know what he had. I'll sell it to you for what I'm in. My only stipulation is you guys got to do the Tom Fords I sent you.
He sent these a while back, and as you guys know, the wheels of progress turn very slowly here at the Cologne podcast.
We're just like Congress.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to do original Tom Ford for men. Was this the first fragrance ever by Tom Ford?
I don't know, but it was released in 2007. So that has been a good long while.
And I just getting the show together here, guys, seeing the notes of this thing, I'm already like, I was telling Mike, I was like, this is going to be a bad boy. I have a feeling.
Let me tell you a little background with this, Ryan, because I remember this fragrance.
Really?
Now, I don't know what year the bottle that Jonathan Bleep juiced to give us this juice.
Tongue twister.
I know. But whenever we first started this fragrance podcast, Ryan.
Yes.
When it was called Cologne Versations forever ago, I had smelled this, and I think they were discontinuing it the same year.
Really?
And I kind of fell in love with this. And the last time I saw it, it was a brand new box at Drug Emporium, and they just wanted too much. I just was unwilling to pay what they wanted, which was over $100. And I can't wait to hear what price tag you have on it now.
Oh, we'll get to that here in a little bit. And really quick, this was the second ever fragrance. The first one was Tom Ford Black Orchid.
Okay, yeah, I remember him saying that.
Both released the same year.
Okay, 2007.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder, can you just check really quick, Jamie? Pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
What year was discontinued? Because I want to bet it was either 21 or 22.
2016.
Wow. So there were bottles floating around for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if this is held up and is super juicy like I remember it being.
We can't do a one-night stand review, can we? Look, guys, we're going to peel the curtain back really quick, and then we'll get into the episode. We're not doing a one-night stand review. Let me tell you why. It's going to be really quick. We recorded 2 video episodes. One's with TOTG. That one's going to go out hopefully this week sometime.
Mm-hmm.
We also recorded a video episode for the Patreon, only exclusive. That as well. Allow us to get used to editing 2 videos here.
Yes. Yeah. We are behind, to just put it briefly.
So we're doing this as a Hail Mary to get this episode out Monday for the main podcast. We love you all. We know you'll be accepting of this issue. And now let's get into our scent of the day. Vintage Tom Ford for Men by Tom Ford.
Spray it up, bro.
And man, I feel like I'm about to get really sad about this episode. I just got this feeling.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully I'm wrong.
Hopefully it's not super generic and basic.
I don't think that's going to be the problem.
Like Armchair Sailor says on Fragrantica when he says, it smells like the Sunday perfume for the average guy. Not daring, not original, not interesting.
Who the hell said that?
Armchair Sailor.
I'm here to tell you something there, Sailor. It's the problem I thought we were going to have.
Oh, this is what I remember it smelling like.
It smells pretty fucking good.
Dude.
God damn it.
Yeah.
This is what I knew the problem was going to be.
It's masculine. It's kind of old school, but not like way over the top. This would be like the vintage old school type vibe that I would want. It's not like gonna choke you out. It's not crazy, but it does smell smooth and masculine.
This thing is badass. It's got like a very citrus vibe.
Yeah.
Almost neroli a little bit, maybe.
Yes.
But it's not the typical like kind of soapy in a way, you know? Is that making sense?
Absolutely.
It's just straight up like really good citrus.
You know why?
Why?
It's got ginger in it.
Really?
Yes. The reason why I looked up this fragrance was after actually it was before our very first episode remember I went fucking bananas on ordering dossier clones.
Oh God, yeah, he went through it really bad. He was down and out those days.
Yeah, it was not a good time.
He was watching Cuba No dossier ads, like, hey, or no, Scentbird.
Yeah, oh, I do remember that. And one of the fragrances I got was called like ginger deliciousness or whatever they call it. You know, they have dumb names for them. Anyways, and I just like took a swing and bought like 3 or 4. And their clone of this was in there.
How did it match up? The dossier version
smelled pretty good, but not as good.
I'm gonna tell you, this is pretty fucking baller.
But because it smelled good and I liked the vibe of it, I was like, I gotta smell the real deal.
The tester strip is fucking orgasmic. It is fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
The ginger and fucking like lemony citrus kind of thing going on. I don't want to say too much lemony, but it's close. It's a sharp citrus, you know?
Yeah. Ryan makes a juice. He's got a juicer at the house. And let me tell you, this guy can juice.
He's seen me juice things with a machine and he's seen me juice them with my hands.
Yeah. Just wringing out all different kinds of stuff. Cucumbers, bananas, eggplants. What other things?
Yeah. What other phallic things can you think of, Mike?
Well, that's the ones he does manually. But the machine that he has, you do oranges, ginger. Tell me what's in the breakdown of that drink.
One of the ones that I've done, I need to get back to doing that because they really were delicious.
Yeah. So
I would get a couple of oranges, fresh, you know, that.
Right.
I would get one Granny Smith apple.
Mm-hmm.
I would get a thing of ginger root.
Yeah.
And I would do, I think, half a lemon and I think a pear, maybe a pear at most, but I would just juice all that together. But that ginger and the lemon really, it's more of an orange juice, but those two things really, it kicks it up, right?
Yeah, baby.
And that's what I'm getting right here. And God damn, it's fucking good. It's so good. Can I read the notes though real quick?
Please go for it.
Because
it's only got 100 of them.
Yeah, it's only got 100, but it's also, it's kind of shocking once you hear all the notes because I'm not getting everything. And there's 2 particular ones you would think you'd get. At least I don't. Top notes are lemon leaf oil, ginger, mandarin orange, bergamot, basil, and violet leaf. Middle notes. Here's where it gets interesting. Tunisian orange blossom, grapefruit blossom. And here's the 2 main ones. Pepper and tobacco leaf. I don't get that. You would think you would kind of get those are pretty strong, right?
Yeah, you would think so. But maybe it's just the little... the tiniest little drop.
He looked right into my eyes when he did that. Then the base notes are amber, cedar, which I can kind of see cedar, vetiver, kind of get that too. Virginian patchouli, don't know, oak moss, leather, cypress oil, those kind of notes. But for me, I really feel like I just get kind of I'm guessing it's the bergamot and the lemon oil.
Right.
But it does have this nice old school, almost aldehydic kind of vibe, but there's none of that in there. It's pretty juicy, dude.
You know, when you throw your name on something and go, this is me.
Yeah.
As a fragrance.
Yeah.
Not just the brand Tom Ford, but it's like, this is Tom Ford.
Yeah. He walked around wearing it.
Do you feel like they, you know, kind of captured him as a man in this fragrance?
I mean, he's very, from what we can see, very sophisticated, well put together, very sharp.
Yeah.
In looks, he's a sharp looking cat and how he dresses, right? Also, he's very like his own individual.
And he talks like old Hollywood.
Yeah. Love that, by the way.
Right.
And so, yeah, this is very defining. I feel like this is a very defined fragrance.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on that.
This is like old school without that, like the strong, aggressive burn on top.
Yeah, it's not off-putting. It's not going to fumigate a fucking room.
Yeah.
It's not crazy loud. It's loud, but it's not crazy like the other, what you're talking about. I would say this is probably like, you're going to smell a good 3 feet off, but it's not going to fucking drown the whole room.
Yeah.
God, it smells really good. It makes you miss shit like this because modern fragrances, at least designer world.
Yeah. They've gone a different route.
Yeah, it's all super safe office stuff to where we're all bored to fucking death. To now all we do is just see TikTok shops fucking selling everything, apparently.
Yeah, we had a long discussion about that, and that may be like a video episode or something we do.
Yeah.
But we see so many people getting called out for being shills, yet when you go now that, I mean, and again, maybe these guys that are throwing the big fits out there,
yeah,
maybe they're not on TikTok. But any fragrance content I really see on TikTok, other than the people we already know,
yeah,
it's all very much like, you want to be sexy, you got to buy this fragrance. You click the link down right now. It's 10% off. You better get it. Hurry up while supplies last. It's all like infomercials for fragrances.
It makes you really evaluate the word shill and what it represents and who it represents. For sure.
Yeah.
I definitely have been shocked by that. But yeah, this is like an in-between. You know what this is actually? This is the bridge between vintage and modern really well. It's like for the people that miss that, you can enjoy this, but it's not 100% the vintage that we're used to. And then if you're tired of like the new school stuff that's super safe and always sweet and gummy, like this is not that.
Yeah, this is almost like giving a mature fragrance to a younger audience.
Absolute. Wow. I'm hitting you with the price and
please do. I'm dying to know what it costs for a bottle of this bad boy.
Well, if you go on eBay, because that's where you can only find it now, you are going to be, for 100 ml of this, paying $549.
Dude, I think they wanted $130 at
Drug
Emporium. And I was like, whoo.
God, if only you would have known, dude. And I will say, is that bottle in fucking juice not gorgeous?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's like piss yellow lemon color over here. It looks cool, man.
There are better pictures taken by other product photographers where it looks a little bit more amber in color.
Oh, let me hit you with, I said trend, but I meant popularity. Forgive me. Fragrantica fucked us, not me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Not them.
Perfume rating for this is a 4.04 out of 5 with 2,346 votes. I consider that a pretty popular fragrance.
Yeah.
This is pretty baller, dude. Pretty fucking baller. Pros and cons. Masculine scent, agreed. Subtle and not overpowering, agreed. Great for the office wear, agree. Cons, expensive, agree.
Yeah, especially now.
I don't agree with this. Weak projection. I think this is medium. You know what I'm saying? It's not beast mode, but it's not weak.
Yeah.
And then doesn't last long. That may be true because it is very citrus forward.
I do remember that being the issue.
Really?
Yeah, with at least the latter formulated bottles, I guess. Again, we don't know what year this juice is from. We're going to have to get with Jonathan Bleep on that, but it is pretty damn good.
It is so
By the way, we teased this, and just because we love this dude, we might as well talk about it. Jonathan doesn't have jonathanbleep.com for decanting, but he's in quite a few of the fragrance groups, and he sells bottles most of the time at a great deal. And so search him out. Jonathan, you may have to officially change your name to Jonathan Bleep for these people, but search him out. If you see a guy named Jonathan with a great selection of fragrances out there in the fragrance community, more than likely it's this guy, and he is top notch.
So top notch, I'll tell you this. The people on our Patreon are seriously lucky because you can literally ask this guy anything. Ask him something about this fragrance I was talking about from my dad's old fragrance.
Yeah.
He found it in literally 30 seconds. Here it is. He goes, you want to get that? I was like, I can't get it. He went ahead and bought it. He was like, I got you. He hooked it up. I was like, dude, this guy knows his shit. You can get anything verified to this guy. So what an asset to have him as a friend of the podcast and the Patreon.
Yeah. You may not be able to find him by searching Jonathan Bleep, but if you're a Patreon, you'll find him that way.
Absolutely. Okay. Who's wearing this besides you spraying it again on you?
I can't get enough.
That was probably $5 what you just put on yourself.
Probably was. I'm mad about it. That's Jonathan's $5.
I'm doing it. Fuck.
Yeah, that's good. Plus, I want to make sure I got plenty on. I'm about to go donate some blood because I'm saving lives, people.
Yeah, what'd you say your blood was?
It's one
Typo
of those
negative.
Yeah, it's one of those O blood types. But I got a call yesterday that said, our local donation center is sending a bunch of blood off for like relief victims and stuff like that. And they're just like, hey, we're running out. We need your blood type. And I said, say no more. I'll be there.
And then you were like, hey, you want to go, Ryan? I was like, sorry, bro. I have a hereditary blood disease. I can't do it.
Yeah. And I was like, I guess I'll go alone.
Yeah. Who's wearing this, man?
Well, other than me and Tom Ford, I think it's a gentleman over 30.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's got to have a shit together.
Absolutely.
He's got a body fat percentage has got to be under 20.
Probably so.
And he's one of those guys that like wears loafers without socks.
Is that good?
I think so. I think it's more fashionable.
Yeah, I mean, definitely well put together. The guy's like in Boiler Room or something going, Rico!
I think he's got to have a good head of hair.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's styled real nice.
Which neither I nor Tom Ford do.
Is Tom Ford bald?
He's not bald, but, you know, he's kind of swooping it forward.
Tom Ford, if you hear this, that's Mike that said that, not me.
I'm sorry. Look, dude, I think you're sexy as hell. I got nothing against you. I mean, he talks about it openly. He was a model, and one of the hairdressers, he said one time, this is what got him out of either modeling or acting or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the hairdresser goes, you know you're going to lose your hair, right?
God damn, hairdressers really love cracking people's fucking lives up,
dude, right? Already.
God damn.
But yeah, and he was like, I was too vain to hear that, so I decided to step behind the camera.
God damn.
And I've got a couple of that he made some like Tom Ford coffee table books, and he does photograph.
You do pretty good?
Yeah. He's got a really cool self-portrait of him and his late spouse. He shot himself. You can see the little remote in his hand. Oh, I think that's really cool.
By the way, really quick, does this kind of have a little floral thing going on the tester strip?
I can kind of feel that, but it's not like crazy.
No, it's very light. It's still leaning more citrus, but you can kind of pick up that floral.
It's a good balance, man. I guarantee you these early fragrances he was really involved with.
Wow, that is so good.
I mean, I know I would be if we were going to do, you know, Mike for Men by Mike. I'd be in every single meeting.
He definitely would. And yeah.
It's just like the meeting is literally just me and a mirror.
Nope, doesn't smell like me.
Yeah. Get back to work or you're fired. This is going to be good.
Fucking Steve Jobs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you going to skip it?
Sample it?
Or buy it?
What are you going to do, Ryan?
God damn. If it wasn't so much and rare, this would be an easy buy for me.
Yeah, I feel that.
But because of that, this will just be relegated to just a sample, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And probably just this sample. But right. I will say that is a gorgeous fragrance.
Would you wear it if you had,
you know,
20, 30 mil of it? Would you wear it?
I would absolutely wear this shit, and I'd feel good wearing it too.
When? What scenario are you wearing it?
I'm going to be real, man, even though it's like the office friendly thing for me. Yeah, it would be with any job we went and did.
Yeah.
You know, we're meeting clients.
Professional environment.
For sure. But I would also not be ashamed to be like, I'm in the mall grabbing some stuff. When I interact with anybody, they're going to be like, damn, that guy smelled fucking good.
It's a classic type of smell.
It is so classic.
I'd almost call it timeless.
I agree. I love it, man. I really do.
Yeah, it's great. I agree with you. If it was more readily available and it was this formulation, it would be a very tempting buy. Is it crazy, extraordinary, super, original smell or unidentifiable type thing? Probably not. I wouldn't call it generic, though.
No, it's not. But it is, like I said, it's hearkening back to it's some of the vintage, some of the modern. It did a really good job of probably bridging that gap during that time, you know?
Right.
I mean, if I think about 2007, where was I even at? I think I was in Colorado then. Mm-hmm. I drove a really shitty car that my brother gave me that barely made it to the fucking mountains because I drove it from here, from Texas to Grand Junction. By the way, great area.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's like vacation land.
Dude, every day of my life that I delivered roofing material for corporations. Dude, not gonna lie, every day felt like a vacation. Always in the mountains, was always in Glenwood Springs and Aspen. Mm-hmm. Aspen.
Where the...
But in saying that, I kind of remember what my fragrance type was back then. It was just still kind of just regular Aqua di Gio EDT. That was still kind of a thing. I'm pretty sure. And maybe Perry Ellis 360 Black.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, some simple stuff, some Aramis Life, some, the Lacoste Red, the whatever.
Yeah.
I got you smelling perfume.
We got to do an episode.
I know, right? But I think about this. If I would have smelled this at that time, this probably would have blown my mind. Probably like when you first smelled ombre leather for the first time. Because you're used to just like this kind of regular stuff that we got. The fuck is this?
Even smelling the clone of this, I was blown away.
Really?
Yeah. And that's what got me interested in it.
So you smelled that first before you...
Yeah. Okay. And then I looked it up. I'm like, what is this trying to be?
Yeah.
And it was just Tom Ford for Men. And I was like, I got to go smell that. I couldn't find it anywhere because at that time it had been discontinued already. So, and then you ran into it in a couple different places and you're like, God damn, that's expensive. Yes. And that was $130.
Yeah. God, if you would have invested in it now, huh?
Dude, that'd be game stonks up in this mug. It's really good. So it's hard samples for both of us just because of the availability and the affordability of it.
Absolutely.
But other than that, it's fantastic fragrance that I agree with you. Professional, running around. It's not super date night because it's not super sweet, but it is a classic masculine scent. And dude, I can't recommend it more highly. If you haven't got your nose on it, give it a try.
Yeah, for you freaking lucky bastards and gals that can throw down enough on something like this, my God, I'm envious because it does smell good.
I mean, but if you had $500 to drop on a fragrance, would you still get this though?
If I had it to actually waste, yes.
Really?
I think so.
Wow. Okay.
It's pretty. I was actually going to disagree with you with just saying it's office and all that, even though I said the same thing. I started smelling. I was like, no, I'd feel pretty good. Date night on something like this, I'd feel good wearing this.
I feel like if Tom Ford created this to be a signature scent where it's like, this is what people remembered when they smelled them. Like as he went to anything, you know, I don't think it's a bad design of fragrance.
It is not. It's good. There you go. Jonathan, thank you.
Man, what an honor. And guys, we have the extreme version of this as well.
Good.
Carded sample. He sent that as well. So we're going to do an episode on that here soon because that was part of the stipulation.
That I agree to and not Mike.
Yeah. But with that, I will say I am benefiting from getting to smell these. So even if I'm not getting a giant juicy bottle of something, it is still so great to smell some original Tom Fords.
Dude, it's seriously sick. Hey, you know, a lot of you guys have been sending us stuff lately, a lot more than usual. Bob just sent us some fucking, each of us a brand new like body wash thing to try out. It's supposed to smell similar or something. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, it's like a Cremo or something that's supposed to smell like ombre leather. It's a body wash.
And we're going to try that. I mean, not together, but we're going to try it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, independently. That's what we planned on doing.
Yeah, we've had that. We've had, I'm just going to say their names. Perfume Hub. They're a mom and pop. I'm going to say, not as a disrespect, but they're a mom and pop perfume shop. I want to say New Mexico.
Yep.
They sent us some, I want to say, was it Hawas?
Yeah, the new Hawas Black.
Yeah, so we got a lot sent to us, and I know I'm leaving out a bunch of stuff. We've had a shit ton of stuff sent to us. So we're trying to get through these. We're going to, and we're also trying to include video, except for this episode. But we're just, I feel like our fucking ears are pinned back right now, dude.
Yeah, we took on a lot. We're trying. We're really trying to give you guys more.
We are.
And if you're not a Patreon yet, if you're wanting this video content, go sign up. It's really cheap, $6 a month. And you're going to get bonus episodes. Plus now you're going to get video content of these episodes.
You get to see how dumb we really look.
Yeah.
And that sounds sexy.
Yeah, don't you want dumb people in your eyeballs?
Okay, guys, we love you.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by. We are so appreciative of everybody. And until next time, spray it up, y'all.